Absolutely. I think we learn more from the negative, challenging situations as compared to the positive situations. When we are very successful, we don't really learn so much. We just enjoy the moment and we move on. But when you're sad, it forces you to introspect. It forces
Yes.
you to analyze the people around you, situations around you. It forces you to improve yourself, right? So, absolutely. And I think you're very inspirational. I think. There are a lot of people who give others advice, even though they have not had a lot of experiences. Still, they dole out advice to everyone. But I think you have lived through a lot of ups and downs. So now, when the advice comes from you, I think it's a little more real and authentic because you've lived through those, challenging times. So you're very inspirational. Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Anand. How are you?
Yeah, doing well, but I have a headache, so yeah, after all, doing well.
Okay, okay, fine. So just as a heads up, my network is a little dicey today. So if I drop in between, I'll rejoin. Okay. So I don't want you to be alarmed. So I'll rejoin, but just a warning, like my network is a little unstable today. All right.
Okay, no
Okay.
problem.
Cool. Sure, sure, sure. Okay, thank you. And you live a pretty hectic lifestyle. You are a YouTube content creator. You're also a tutor. So, do you get very stressed very often, or are you capable of keeping it under control? Your stress levels.
No, I do not get a stress. I keep everything under control. Yeah, it is different thing that I'm working and I'm a YouTuber. I have to create a content for my YouTube channel. I'm
Mm-hmm.
managing an institute. After all, I have very healthy routine for myself, and I think that's what helped me to manage everything, right? So kind of I give 2-3 hours in the morning to just myself. I
Okay.
dedicate 3 hours to myself. I do whatever I want to do during that 3 hours. So that's why I'm able to manage everything well.
Okay. So 3 hours. So what are those 3 hours? Do you wake up super early in the morning?
Yeah, like it is nowadays. I wake up around 4 and 4 to 7 in the morning. I dedicate to myself.
Okay, and those 3 hours, you do not allow any disturbances or any distractions.
Yeah, I do not allow.
Okay, so do you like to keep to yourself, or do you like to, interact with someone, or go for a walk with a friend or a family member? So, how do you spend those 3 hours?
Yeah, like sometimes my brother, who is younger to me, he
Mhm.
goes with me for walk. Otherwise,
Okay.
most of the time I go for walk alone. Yeah, and I go countryside, like 5 kilometers far from the city, and I
Oh,
enjoy. Yeah, I walk in the wood. Yeah, there are lots of things, beautiful things that I enjoy in the morning. Uh,
perfect. Sounds like a
but
dream.
yeah,
Great. Okay. And what kind of jobs do you think are the most stressful?
no, it depends person to person. I don't feel any job is stressful. Just if
Mhm.
somebody knows how to manage the things well, then it would be not stressful for them. But definitely, yeah, if somebody is not doing the something that they are interested in, then definitely it is going to be stressful for them, right? So if
Yeah.
you are doing any work in which you are interested, it's
Mhm.
your passion, then I don't feel you would be a stress at any point
Mm.
of time. Yeah, you would feel tired because of doing overwork sometimes, but you
Mm.
would never feel like a stress. But
Yeah.
right now what is happening because of society, because of needs, well, we sometimes do some work that we do not like to do in our life, right? And that's
Yeah.
what makes us stressful.
That's what makes us
Yeah,
feel
that's what
stressful.
makes us, yeah, stressful.
Perfect. Okay. And when you are under a lot of pressure, how do you behave
Normally, yeah,
normally?
I don't go under pressure, to be honest. You believe
Mm-hmm.
me or not? Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm always kind of normal person. I
Hmm.
go through lots of situations, and it's kind of like I have gone through these situations. It's my childhood, right?
Yeah.
So I have physically, I have gone through a pain, mentally,
Mm.
everything. So right now, I don't have any kind of
Okay.
stress or things like that. I have overcome everything now.
You have overcome everything. Okay. So the worst is behind you. So you've learned a lot from that, and now you're taking all the lessons and not overreacting to any situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Good for you. And earlier you mentioned that you go for a walk, you have a very healthy morning routine, and that relieves stress. So I think that is a very healthy way of relieving stress. So can you mention some unhealthy ways in which people relieve stress? Unhealthy
Like
method.
yeah, of course, right now people are trying to relieve their stress by doing unhealthy things like going to party, going to, drinking alcohol. There are so many things that people are doing to just, forget this world for a while. For example,
Yeah.
if somebody is doing party, it means, they will forget for some time, like, they are human being and they are same one
Yeah.
alone, right? Because in group, one can dance, we can throw whatever they want to do, they can do for a while, they can forget everything. But once again, they will come back home, they will be the same one. So that's the problem, yeah. And that's what people are doing right now.
That was a great answer. You mentioned a couple of things, partying and those kind of things. Anything else you want to add to it?
No, like, yeah, I told you about party. People do
Yeah.
party just to forget their stress for a while. But after
Yeah.
all, when they will come back home, they would get into
Mm.
same situation. Yeah, people even drink, smoke. Yeah, they try drugs. I have known so many people, they are trying
Mhm.
all kinds of external things. And I
Yeah.
don't feel like, external things can help you to release your stress. Yeah,
Right.
it can help you for a while, but once again you are going to get into more miserable situation later on,
Yeah.
right? So that's why, yeah, these are the things that most of the people are trying right now to release their stress.
Absolutely. Right. So I think alcohol, drugs, smoking, these are all temporary escapes. So it's not a solution. It's just a way to escape for a brief amount of time.
Yeah.
But at some point in our life, we have to face our problems head on. We can't keep
Mhm.
escaping all the time. Right.
Yeah,
So
you
yeah,
cannot
very well said.
escape, and that's a problem right
Mm.
now. People are trying
Mm.
to escape, like, somebody do
Mm.
not want to be sad. Why don't you want to be sad?
Yeah.
Sometimes sadness is good. It is good
Yeah.
for your health, for your well-being, for your growth.
Hmm.
So sometimes be happy, sad, everything, go through all the situations, but people are
Mm.
trying to ignore these situations. That's the
Right.
problem.
Absolutely. I think we learn more from the negative, challenging situations as compared to the positive situations. When we are very successful, we don't really learn so much. We just enjoy the moment and we move on. But when you're sad, it forces you to introspect. It forces
Yes.
you to analyze the people around you, situations around you. It forces you to improve yourself, right? So, yeah, I
Right.
think those situations are a blessing in disguise, I feel.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like every cloud has silver lining, and I feel like,
Mm.
that is the silver lining when you're going through challenging situations. Situations
Yeah.
teach you lots of lessons, and that's what,
Yes.
is a pure lesson that you can learn in this world. Other all
True.
the lessons that somebody is telling you, somebody is trying to make you understand, is not
Mm.
applicable at all. But the
Mm.
situation that you have been through, right? And if
Yes.
you are learning, coming out of that situation, it would be
Mm.
real lesson.
True. Very well said. Very well said. Okay. And if ever you feel upset on those rare moments when you are upset, do you prefer to be alone or with friends?
See, I'm trying my best. Like nothing should upset me, make me happy, make me sad. Like I'm
Mm.
going toward that direction for sure.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, as a human being, I'm a human being.
Mm.
So sometimes it happens, but I always prefer to be alone. I try to challenge all the challenges by myself, right? I
Mm.
do not, bring people between
Yeah.
me and my challenges.
Okay. And who is the most chilled out person in your family? Is it you or is it anyone else?
I feel like right now my younger brother,
Okay.
for this moment, I don't know about the future. Yeah.
Okay. So he's the most chilled out. It's very difficult
Yeah,
to rattle him.
yeah, it is difficult.
Hmm. Okay. Fine. And can you tell me about the hardest thing you've ever had to do in your life?
Hardest thing, like
Mm.
everything was hardest. I started earning my living just at the age of 18. I think
Mm-hmm.
before 18, maybe, right?
Okay.
So it was kind of hardest thing, and it is one of the most hardest thing. people are doing. Like everybody
Yeah.
is trying to just earn their living in this world, right?
Right.
So yeah. After all, yes, I have gone through the physical challenge. Like I had kind of a disease, scoliosis. I overcame it. Still, I'm in, in process.
Recovery. Hmm.
Yeah, recovery. So like kind of I'm healing. And lots of other challenges as well. So yeah, I've gone through all kinds of challenges in my life.
Okay, that's great. And I think whenever there are difficult situations, right? Some people uh, they become bitter about life, and I don't blame them. Uh, it's natural. It's natural to
Yeah,
become a little
I
bitter.
have realized sometimes it is very
Yeah.
frustrating to, like for
Yeah.
scoliosis, I never wanted to be in this situation. But after all,
Correct.
body eating, it is frustrating. But after all, what can I do? I can just do something for my own, improvement for
Correct.
make it better. Yeah.
Mhm. Absolutely. And I think you're very inspirational. I think there are a lot of people who give others advice, even though they have not had a lot of experiences, still they dole out advice to everyone. But I think you have lived through a lot of ups and downs. So now, when the advice comes from you, I think it's a little more real and authentic because you've lived through those, challenging times. So you're very inspirational. Okay.
Thank you.
And last question. It's about music. So, what kind of music do you find to be the most relaxing?
I think, 70s or 90s music, right? Like kind of, grand my grandfather's dance music and my father's dance music. Yeah, it's like so. I love this music. So the reality is that these musics are kind of soul oriented, innocence.
Mm,
Still that music has innocence and heart
mm,
touching. Melody.
yeah.
That's what I love in this music. So after all, I enjoy all kinds of music, modern music, all music, all kinds of
Mhm.
music.
Great. Okay. And if you want to feel very calm and relaxed, where is your favorite place to be? Where do you like to go when you want to have a bit of relaxation, when you want to unwind?
Here I have a place 5 kilometers far from here. Like I feel kind of connection with the place. So I go there, but even I could be in my room, sitting somewhere silently. Just
Yeah.
yeah, it could.
Okay, that's great. Excellent. Yeah, you were splendid as usual. There's nothing new to. I'm running out of feedback. Okay, so you were really well. You spoke really well.